Previously on Survivor Freaky Forest, 21 players began the game of Survivor. The Coral tribe got off to a spirited start. Leah charmed her tribe with her humor, and Maria Elena began to worry that she was coming across as too much of a leader. On the Seafoam Green tribe, Seth took charge pretty quickly. Alexis thought her tribe mates were too naive, and after Seth couldn't do the jump in the challenge, he was still treated like a hero after a surprising win. After the Yellow tribe's shocking loss, they had to decide who to send out. Christian, Sydney, and Alana formed an alliance and decided to target Reed. Skylar told Grace to throw her vote so that they could hide their loyalty to each other. And Reed was the first player voted out.
Alright, it's time for the second immunity challenge. Wow. Time's flying. Okay, so this challenge is called the ball relay. Here's how it's going to work. You have 3 balls as a team, okay? And using 1 ball at a time, you toss it down the relay. Your last person to catch it will come and try to score it in the free throw, okay? Once you can only have 1 ball on the course at a time, and you can't start a second one until you score the one that you're working on. If you drop it at any point on the line, you have to go all the way back to the start, okay? And then, once that you score all 3 of the balls, you will move on and knock down your team's little tower. And then, last, you will have 1 person work on this puzzle because it's important to watch what moves you're making. I'll explain the puzzle really quick. So once that your whole tower is knocked down, you will move on to this tower puzzle. You have to get this tower to the 3rd slot in the 3 slots. See? You can only move 1 piece at a time. You cannot move 2 at a time because that would be kind of lame. And you can move across. I can move it all the way to 3. You see? And you cannot put a bigger piece on a smaller piece. This is illegal, okay? So you have to do kind of like this action. See? Like all that was legal. Also, 2 tribes will be going to tribal council this round. Only 1 team will be safe. Okay?
We got this, guys. We got this.
Go! 2 people are going over.
Go get it, throw it back.
Okay. Throw it back.
Okay, Squidward! You got this. Should I try this? Yes. Okay.
Start with another ball if you need to.
A little harder. Just a little harder. You got it. Take your time.
You got it.
Alright, Coral, go back.
Throw it back.
They were in the lead last
There you
time.
go.
Okay.
Change ball.
Grace throws it to another team.
There you go. I believe it, Coral.
We got it.
Time.
Got it.
Come on. Catch it. Yes. You got
Throw
this.
it back.
Got it.
Good job. The other tribe really wants to win.
We are not.
Throw it harder.
I'm sorry. I tried to.
Go.
I really did. I'm sorry. I really did.
What do I do with this? Drop it?
Drop it. No.
Stop. Oh, you're talking about.
One at a time. One at a time.
So move this little one back. Move the little one
Little
back.
one all the way across. No. Little one all the way across. That one in the middle. Little one over. Big one over. Yes.
Okay, now.
One at a time.
Put the little one right there.
Have only one person.
Guys, one person at a time.
Should we put the little one over here?
Yes.
On the chorus.
Little one over again. All the way to. Yeah.
Move. Never move.
5, 3, 2.
We did it! Immunity! Shake back!
Like, it's, I don't even know what to say because, like, it's still so early. Like, it's not
Exactly.
like, oh, I don't like so and so, so like, I'm gonna scheme against them. Like, so like, what do we base it off of?
I mean, I guess just right now you'd say winning to a certain extent, not just strength but brains and trying to, because like when you have to sit people out like that, it sucks. So trying to stay as all
And
around
I wish we were
strong
still
as we could.
able to like finish the full thing, just so like even if we didn't win, so we could see like everybody's strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I mean, at this point, it's like we were saying, it's not really about who you don't like and do like, because we just started.
asset? Who is
Exactly. And
who is
being-
helpful?
Can you do puzzles? Can you do this? Can you making a well-rounded team that way? When you sit somebody out, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because right now it's just trying to go to
Yeah.
as little tribal counts as possible and make it as far as we can. As a
Yeah.
team. So we
Who am I thinking of?
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like,
Because we have to vote someone out. Because
yeah, I
like,
know.
ideally, like we wouldn't have to kick anyone off. But like, I also have to keep in mind that like, I don't think I am the weakest link. But like at this point, we have to just find out who is the weakest.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm scared people think it's me. I didn't
Well,
compete in that last challenge.
that was my worry about
Yeah, me
like.
too.
But
That's why I
also
didn't-
like, we had to sit somebody out,
Yeah.
and like you not competing didn't make us lose.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I feel like Paul's about to come out low key.
Okay, well we need to decide on someone. Who do you pick? Or who do you suggest?
I don't know.
You have to pick
I
a
mean,
name.
I don't know.
Do you think they're gonna pick us? No, you can only vote out one person.
Yeah. I'll pick both of us. I know who I'm not voting out. I just don't know who I am voting out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good place to start. Who do y'all want to keep safe?
I want to keep Tone
I want
stay.
to keep Tony for sure.
Um,
I want to keep, I like Kat.
yeah.
I like Noah's good at the competitions.
Noah is.
Red shirt.
Yes.
Good.
I get Noah
Kind
Mac.
of gives me a bad vibe though, sometimes. It was the comment he made at the very beginning when he was like, I don't want to be that guy yet. And everyone was like,
Yeah.
ma'am, we're trying to set up a tent? Where did that come from?
Yeah. So that leaves Mac and I don't even know the other girl's name.
Marie Elena.
Maria Elena.
Well,
So-
this got us somewhere.
Well, I mean, we've
Process
at least,
of elimination.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because
I
Kat.
just don't want the person I vote to be the person that ends up safe and they're like, I know that bitch did it.
Well, like that's the only plus side
Yeah.
of like me not knowing any of y'all.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, this all is a friendly game. No one's supposed
Yeah.
to like get big mad over this.
Yeah.
But I guess Maria Elena.
Yeah.
I mean, she did swim though, but
She
like,
did.
she.
How is she on the last challenge?
I don't remember.
She was at the end, so we really didn't get to see her
Yeah.
perform. I mean, what do you think about her personality? Does her
I mean,
personality
I like
clash?
her. No, I mean, she's younger.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not
that
her
does
reason.
alienate
Yeah.
her a little, but I mean, we don't really have a reason to vote anybody out.
Yeah, there was no, like, tension or...
We're having to make up tension to like try and justify our reasoning.
same. Like,
I don't like so and so. Why not?
this is weird. Little bitch.
It was the same person every time who kept on dropping. It's Leah.
Who?
Yeah, every time.
Is that the one in the red shirt? I'm terrible at names.
Oh, okay.
She was the one that dropped it every single time.
Okay. Oh, in the last challenge? Okay, I see what you mean.
I feel like definitely it's between them two.
I mean, there's no like Claire, like she sat out and like,
This one, yeah.
like she didn't help. Like I mean, also that wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, she just.
But at the same time, like, we have to think, like, why was she the one? That
Yeah,
we
why
were
was
okay
she
with
the one
sitting
that we
out?
were okay with sitting out? You know what I mean? And I think, I don't know, I feel like it'd be up to y'all kind of, because I wasn't there for the other challenge. I
Oh,
was
the
just there
rest
for,
of the-
yeah, I wasn't there for the rest of it, so I
mean,
don't know who.
He almost passed up the people in front of him. He knocked down all of the blocks that I couldn't even do. So I mean, you coordinated the whole whatever that was. I don't even know the name.
So like, I don't know how they did. I don't know how Leah did with the last challenge because I didn't see
It
it.
definitely helped us.
Yeah,
like,
see, I
organize
think
and move
she's
together.
useful later.
She is. Very
Yeah.
She helps
Yeah.
us move together.
So,
She has that ROTC training, so she's definitely a good leader.
so are we all agree that it's one of them two? Is that one of the things?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I don't know. Is that,
Okay, Leah's rich, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Claire is the other one.
Yeah.
There's the one that made our flag.
It really
Team
is.
spirit,
That this early really doesn't matter to me.
So it's really hard to try and figure out who we are eliminating. So we're just going by like who we're not eliminating
Okay.
so far. We've decided that like we don't want to eliminate Tony because
It's Tony. He's
Yeah.
he's useful. He plays a lot. Yeah.
yeah, and he's really athletic.
Yeah.
And then who else?
He said Noah was good at the competition.
Yeah, was he? Yeah, because he was able to shoot everything.
Yeah. But Mac was also good at that too.
Yeah.
So Mac, I feel like both of them are useful in like the sporty stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like later on in the game, like whenever teams dissolve, like who's gonna be like the most threatening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's gonna start.
So
to,
do
like,
we eliminate the weakest link, or do we eliminate our strongest?
I feel like as long as we're a team right now, we should go with the weakest.
So who do you think is the weakest?
I was trying to figure that out with them.
What did they say?
Basically, they were like trying to figure out who, like they were looking at all of the challenges and thinking like, okay, who was like the most useful, who could be an asset to us later. They seem to be undecided, but I feel like everyone kind of has a person picked in their head, but they're just kind of like,
but nobody wants to
just
be
say it.
like the bitch.
yeah. Honestly,
If we're gonna get a tribal council on every single, like, one name is gonna be on every single paper. Like, every single person's gonna be written down, just like, who did it?
Yeah, I was just afraid that Kat's gonna tell them that we decided it was counted them too.
Well, one of us needs to go over there.
Yeah.
Go to see what names they're throwing out.
Yeah. I know how to go.
Okay, that's cool.
I have like a feeling that it's probably gonna be like me and them too, but y'all, I don't know. Because I'm probably like the least helpful physical wise.
It's not about physical though. Like, the very little do we tackle people, or you know, it's puzzles and it's just all around. You know?
Hey Tony, do you want to make an alliance?
Final four right here.
Okay, what are y'all thinking?
Okay, what are you thinking?
I have no clue.
Okay, so here's the thing.
We literally sitting over there
Nobody-
talking about the puzzle that we didn't get to.
The thing is, nobody wants to like be mean and be like, okay,
Because we all like our team.
yes. Like I kind of wish that we had like one person who like we were all like, so it'd be easy. So like at this point, it's just.
I'm trying to decide if we want to keep the strongest link for our team or if we want to
I think
like eliminate the strongest person for whenever we go individual.
I think we should eliminate the weakest just because we're
Yeah.
still a team right now.
Yeah. And we're going to be a team for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still early on.
Yeah.
Why do you think y'all should be here? Well, I'm just saying, like, if we've eliminated the guys, the girls are here. Like, I mean, besides her, but like at this point, we need to make a decision, or we need to get an idea of a decision. Why do you think you should stay? What assets do you bring?
I feel like I didn't get to show any of my, like, I'm pretty athletic, I'm being honest. I just didn't show anything in the past, because I didn't beat last challenge.
Pretty
Kind of a
smart. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say like, oh yeah, I'm super athletic because I'm not. Like, I'm pretty smart.
Okay, so Leah was saying that she's a cheerleader, right? And I know cheerleader-wise that's very like that.
No,
It
it's
takes a
not cheating.
lot.
Claire's
Very
the cheater.
physically demanding.
I know it doesn't matter, Claire, but it's okay. It's whatever. I'm horrible with names, but it's like I know that she could be helpful, like when it comes to like endurance and like things like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know how well she would come with like like puzzles and stuff.
But that's why we have you and Tom's really good at puzzles too.
I was thinking like, I mean, eventually we're gonna split up individually. So I was thinking like, should we like eliminate the weakest link now for like the purpose of the team, or should we eliminate the strongest team member because of
I feel like though
the individual?
if we
But we are gonna be a team for a lot longer.
yeah, no, I feel like if we eliminate the strongest
Yeah.
person, then we're gonna be going back to tribal.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Every
So like we
time.
gotta
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen tribes
eliminate-
like that, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
how it.
And then they just like dwindle away, and it's only 2 people from the tribe.
Yeah.
That's happened
When
in
it
real
ha-
life.
when
No, I know, I've
marriage
seen that in
goes.
real life, and they had to split into
Yeah.
other two tribes.
That's
That was with Malcolm. I love him.
We love
so pretty.
Malcolm.
I follow him on Instagram. I'm like,
So if you had
Who's the person in your head?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like what I told her. We started with the who we wanted to keep. We wanted to keep Tone. I wanted to keep the other boy who's not Mac. I can't remember. Noah. I wanted to keep Noah. I want to keep you. I like her.
What, Claire?
Yes, because Claire like has a lot of enthusiasm, and I feel like it will carry on. Mac said something earlier, like he didn't want to be that guy yet. So like, that means he's a
He
little
might be that guy
Yeah.
later.
And then like, where Elena, the only thing I can think is because she's younger, like that she'd be weaker. But like, that's really not cause. But none of this is cause to.
Yeah. Honestly, I was considering Claire because I wasn't sure. But now, like, I'm really not sure.
So you were considering Claire? See, at this point, I'm considering either Claire or Maria Elena. Like, he did swim, but like, just because, like, I'm just making up reasons because she's younger. And like, that alienates her a bit. But like, I don't know. I mean, we never got to see her like actually do the puzzle thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would have been like a deciding factor if she could have done the puzzle. Do you want to go for Claire or do you want to go for Maria Elena? Or for one of the boys?
I think the better bet would be for Claire.
Do you want to talk to one of the boys?
Yeah, we can. Good.
Stressed but well dressed.
Yeah. Oh, same.
So who are you thinking?
I don't know.
Okay, well, what we figured is like going by who you want to keep and narrowing that down to like. No one wants to say like, oh, this is who we don't want to keep.
Yeah.
So let's just do it the other way. Here's who we want to keep.
Yeah,
Who do you want
I was
to keep?
thinking the same. I was thinking of like the really strong players to keep the team because we're going to be a team for a while. So I was thinking we need to keep the beneficial people to the team. So I was thinking more or less like Noah. He's obviously proved himself that he can do most of the physical stuff. I'm trying to think who's like pretty good with puzzles. Like,
You didn't?
Yeah, Tony and Mary. What was that girl's name? The girl that swam.
Mary Elena.
Mary Elena. Like Tony and her were talking about how they both figured out the puzzle in their head. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like we all bring different things, more or less.
And at this
but
point, it's more of just like finding an excuse to get rid of someone
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
just to justify our actions.
Yeah.
We have to make a decision soon though because Seafoam is going to tribal.
Okay.
I feel like the one name you didn't say is Claire.
Is that white shirt?
Is that the black bear?
Because she did sit out on the last one, which like
I mean-
isn't her fault, but
Yeah.
Even though
She did offer and sacrifice herself.
That's true.
Not
We gotta
to-
give her
not-
props.
Knowing
that's
that this
like
would
a-
happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we gotta give her
that it
props
was
for that.
possible.
Yeah. That's admirable.
but does being admirable keep you in the game?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Say it again for the people in the back.
I mean, not to be that bitch, but should we make an alliance? I mean,
Girl, you
what's the
just don't have an
majority?
alliance with everybody.
Well, no, because we didn't. In the last time I was like, let's make an alliance. Nobody said anything, so I was like, okay, guess not. We're actually making a decision about something. nobody wants to make a decision, which makes me nervous. I'm not good on, I like open and clear communication.
I have like this feeling that like my name was probably thrown around.
Well, the boys are like pretty safe because like at this point.
We need them.
Yeah.
Physically wise, you know what I mean?
So that makes me nervous. So like all the girls are.
And I feel like it's the girls on the chopping block.
Yeah. But I mean, you proved with the puzzle, and the first puzzle, you took the lead, and I mean, you did swim.
Claire, like she sat out, and like I know like she couldn't have done anything because she sat out. But like, why were we okay with her being the one to sit out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she did offer, but like she offered for a reason, like.
Yeah. Like she didn't do anything to help us in the last challenge because like she offered to sit out.
I mean, yeah.
So we're pretty much at a consensus that Leah's going because she tried to make an alliance with Claire, and then Claire and me, and then Claire walked away, and then me and Tony, and then Tony walked away, and then me and Mac. So
Yeah.
so kind of feeling backstabbed at him. Her loyalty is
Very unwavering. Very wishy-washy.
yeah. So we think we're gonna.
Can't have that on the team. Can't have that fishiness on the team.
Kick the bucket. Yeah, that's just gonna divide us and make us
hate each other. Coral is a nation.
Yeah, coronation for real.
Does this flag mean nothing?
The only thing that's been happening so far is Kat and Leah said that everybody's name has been mentioned by Claire to like stay on the team. Nobody has been mentioning Claire's name to stay on.
Yeah, it did kind of throw me off when she was writing it. She was like, maybe we should get rid of a big threat. I was thinking, big times, big. He's big. You're talking about big people. Do you know who you're standing by?
Oh God, but yeah, okay, so
I know that just short. I forgot her first name.
Mary
Elena.
Mariah Carey.
Mary Elena.
Mary Elena.
She definitely like wants to get out Leah.
Yeah. And I think so does Kat.
And so does Mac.
So I guess we're the ones who decide.
Yeah. It really doesn't matter to me. That's why.
Me either.
Man, I was like, everybody just went down. I was like, man, let me get this man away from everybody so I can hear what he has to say.
I really don't care. Leah drops the ball every time. Claire, though, is a cheerleader, so she could be good when it comes to physical things.
Yeah. And just the fact that Leah's already talking about getting with people, this. How you know how the people she's talking to?
It's only been 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's really...
Okay, all right. So we're all on the same page.
Just make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right.
It's just easier for everybody, except the one person is on the same page.
She really goes. Are you really asking me this?
Yeah, I mean, if y'all are good with that, I'm good with that. I don't really, it's all good.
Yes.
You good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know Mary.
Mary Elena.
I can't ever pronounce her last name. She was definitely like when y'all walked over, she was like, "Yeah, let's do this."
I'm gonna take them away. I'm gonna tell them your name.
Okay. Just she's gotta know somebody.
Why are you looking so upset?
I'm nervous.
I feel like everybody's nervous. Like I'm nervous.
It's just like such a small team that you just don't know, and there's so many meetings.
And like, what bother? I wish we had like one person who like was an asshole or something, so we could all be like, I want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like,
This part's never easy. It's the first time. Yeah. Or based off what I watch TV.
That's the only reason I said Leah. And Mac said about 4 words the whole time, and it was, let's vote out Leah.
Yeah, that's what was actually. I was like counting.
The only one I guess would be Claire, but she knows if she knows Leah's already her.
And I think she also was scared that it was gonna be her, so that's why she never said.
She's like
On edge. She's like, I shouldn't have sat out. I shouldn't have sat out. Like you can tell that she's like beating herself.
I think she knows that it's either her or Leah, so she's going with whatever will save her.
All right, hello, Coral number 5. Welcome to your tribal council number 1. Wow. Hello, Tony. Can you describe the tribe dynamics of this group?
It's a really, really good tribe. Like everybody's very strong. Communication's great. Everybody works hard. Whenever somebody's given a task, they're like adamant about what they need to get done and what they need to do, so it's going to be good.
All right, Maria Elena. So, in a tribe that seems to be working together pretty well, how do you decide who to give the axe?
It's very hard because, like, not only do we all get along very well, like, we all done, like, really well. Like, we won the first one, we were really close to second. So I think it's just kind of like, even though we did so well, who was it that, like, that may have, like, messed up or, like, may have, like, been the weakest link?
Claire, were you the one who set out this challenge?
I was.
Did that come into the conversation at all?
I think so, yeah. Definitely.
Was it in a negative way? How did you respond to it?
I don't know if it was negative or positive. I mean, someone had to take initiative and sit out, and like I didn't want to. Obviously, that's really not good for like someone's game, considering a lot of this is like based off of physical challenges. But someone had to do it. You know?
I haven't proven myself to be the weakest, but I also haven't proven myself to be the strongest. So like, I know in the next competition I'm gonna have to step it up, because if I'm not out this round, I'm gonna be out next.
Every time the ball got to her, somehow we stumbled. We can't afford to stumble anymore because we don't feel like doing this, and our entire team is good, and we're all trying to go to the merge. So I need her to get it together, and by doing that, she'll just go home.
Who do you trust the most right now?
Right now, surprisingly, Noah. I really trust Noah because we have like this unspoken like dynamic going on. So like I'm nervous about pretty much everyone, but like I weirdly trust him.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Leah. That's one vote, Leah. Next vote, Leah. That's two votes, Leah. Next vote, Claire. That's one vote, Claire. Two votes, Leah. Next vote, Leah. That's three votes, Leah. One vote, Claire. Next vote. The person voted out of Survivor Freaky Forest is Leah. I'm so sorry, Leah. Come with me. Alright, Leah, thank you so much for coming, but the tribe has spoken.
My favorite misspelling is for
And then it becomes no one's colluding.
Alright, so we're 100% colluding.
I really like us three. I feel good about that. I think we have the talent and the skill and the experience for sure.
So we've all got different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely keep Jaden right
Absolutely.
now.
He's super strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know her name though. How do I vote her off if I don't want her? Okay, yes. Like, how do I vote her off? Red hair. She couldn't catch the ball. I know, and like she told me she couldn't, so that's why we put her right there. That way, when she didn't catch it, we didn't have to start over. Which, like, I'm not good at catching, but that's why I offered to throw because I know I'm not good. And if someone else would have wanted to throw, I would have just sat out because I know that I can't catch. So I don't know if like she thought that her sitting out would be worse than her being in the challenge and not being able to catch, but that's kind of a decision that you need to make for your team. Like if she knew that she was going to drop it every time, she needed to just sit out. Which, like, in the end she got better, but it just set us back a lot.
It did a lot in the beginning.
And like part of it was my fault. Like I could have started with a different ball, but like I wanted to get the hardest one out of the way first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean it was just one challenge, but I think it'll. I think the trend may continue.
So what do we base? I'm being
Skill?
Vendela.
What do we base this on?
What's our criteria?
So I mean, like, based on like your skill, like whatever you said you could do, and if you did not do that well, then that's kind of what it's gonna be based on.
Personally, I want to keep the same like mentality of like the good energy that we had at the
Absolutely, yeah.
beginning. So
No one's here to be shady.
exactly. That's what I'm looking for, but it's so hard because we all have good energy. Because normally when you play Big Brother, there's so many people you can like pick out like that one. I'm gonna have trouble with that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then there's only 7 of us, so.
I'm down.
Black hat. Are we all agreeing? Can we just let's all stick together? Yeah, they're excluding us, so if we stick together, we win. So, yeah. And honestly, we can go to the end together because there's only 4 of us.
Right on.
Okay.
never say that again. Absolutely never say that.
What did y'all just talk? I'll tell you what we talked about. We just said we want to keep both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
That was
for
basically
sure.
that was basically the
Because y'all did well on the
consensus.
challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know. We didn't really talk about anybody in particular.
Because, yeah.
We just said we want to keep a positive team, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Positive
Right.
reinforcement.
Right.
Yeah.
We're patient
Of
with
course.
each other.
Definitely.
Basically, the name that the only name we threw out was Angel. Just because she didn't do great in the challenge. I didn't see her in the other challenge, but
Yeah.
we just don't want the trend to continue. Nothing against her, of course.
That's
Yeah.
true. I told Thomas I wouldn't vote him out because he volunteered.
Right.
That's-
Yeah, no, he definitely
of
needs to be
course.
safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
first challenge.
It's a team move.
So, are we decided?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll do. All right.
That we are fine keeping you in because you volunteered to sit out.
Yeah.
Which, like, we can't get you out for volunteering to sit out.
Yeah.
You know?
That gave me anxiety. I was
Yeah.
like,
Because, like, that's usually how it goes. Like, someone has to sit out for these things. And so, like, if you volunteer, we're not going to be like, well, you didn't do anything in the challenge.
Yeah.
You're out. Because that's not really fair.
we were literally just talking to Alexis, like, we don't like this because, like, we really like the energy going on with our
Right.
group.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
we don't want to break that. And that's literally what this is doing.
Yeah.
And she, like looked at me and she was like, try to make sure to pay attention to directions because of
I
this.
know.
And it was like, I get it. And, like, but I was also under a lot of stress, too. And,
Yeah,
and they
definitely.
told me, tap this. And, like, so I was
know.
running to
and
y'all.
that it wasn't your fault because if they were screaming at you, hey, come run to this, and you're
Right.
like not knowing what's going on, like you're
Right.
gonna do that.
So that was my instinct, and like,
Yeah.
but she like was trying to blame it on me, and I was like, that's cool. Like I get it. Like it's a team effort, and
Yeah.
like we're supposed to work to be better. But like,
Yeah, I can see why you
let's
feel that way.
let's try to work together and say it in
Right.
a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know.
I just think because of the points, because like we asked her to like lead us, and I'm sure like either one of us could have done it, just like count and stuff.
Yeah.
And she just kind of was just like, okay, now.
Yeah.
It didn't give us a lot of time to like work together. Yeah, and even
I didn't think it'd be already this tough.
Yeah, I know. It's like we're already so close.
and like everyone who like had something that they like kind of messed up on, they've redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
So I just like.
Well, and I think that's a great thing about this crew too, is that we're like, it's okay, we messed up, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, it's all about the morale.
Right.
You really just gotta keep it
And
up.
that's why I didn't like whenever she was like, next time let's it's like let's focus on the fact that we won and like think about like we did some things bad, but like we kept going.
Right, that's true. All good things, all good things.
Yeah.
Just nervous.
This is like.
Anyways,
So, Bits wants Alexis out because she said that she messed up in the plank walking thing, which was the three of us, but like we all messed up, honestly. And I think she was just trying to find something because she didn't have anything for anyone else. But we're all thinking to vote out Angel because she knew she couldn't catch and she didn't volunteer to sit out. So the smart thing to do for the team would have been to sit out, saying like, okay, I know my weakness, I can't catch, so I'm just gonna go sit and let y'all do this. And she didn't, so I feel like that was kind of a wrong move for the team.
I feel like
because it set us back a lot.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was like the first 7 or 8 throws were missed.
Yeah, and it was like right.
And then
to her.
after that, the next balls like they were missed. And it's just like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, and we've just kind of all decided that, I think. Because, we're kind of like the influencers, I guess, because most of these people are new. So, it was pretty easy, to sway them. So,
an advantage.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I felt that like Alexis, she's really nice, she's really cool, but I felt that like she was giving off the least positive energy. Not that she was giving off negative energy, it was just the least amount of it.
I can see that.
Because like when she told me, like she was like, guys, you need to make sure to really follow the directions, and she looked directly at me because like, and I was just like, that's cool, like I agree, but like, we just like won, we came out for a big comeback, let's focus on that, and then like we could have said that in a different way, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
And then like y'all three, I talked about the plank thing with you, but with the planks, the walking, we had like decided that she would be our leader, and she was getting frustrated really easily and kind of like
But
not.
like as the leader, you can't.
Yeah, and so we were saying like, oh, you need to like say like, oh, right, left, and you can get a rhythm. And she was just kind of like blurting them out randomly. And that's why it took us so long to get
That
a
makes
rhythm.
sense. Yeah.
And like, I hate to do it off of one challenge.
Exactly.
But
Right, but that's
we've
what we have to
only
do.
had
Right.
2 challenges to pick from.
Right.
It is time for your first tribal council as a tribe. Wow. Maddie, now that we are really getting into this game, what's the criteria for voting someone out?
Honestly, we're just looking at it challenge by challenge. It's really early in the game to make any bigger assumptions. So we're just kind of looking at how people are performing in the challenge.
Seth, you were probably the main reason y'all were behind for all of the last challenge. Did that come up in conversations just now?
It did once, but it wasn't condemning or anything. It was more. I was surprised. I was really happy that they were actually happy with me that I was the one to step up to be the one to swim, even though I didn't do as well as I could have.
Voting out Alexis.
Is there a certain reason?
Based off of the first challenge, we chose her to be the leader of the planks, and she got frustrated very quickly.
It's okay.
Let's jump right in, unlike you. Who's getting the axe?
That's gonna be Anja.
Is there a certain reason?
Not doing too well in the challenges. Don't want the trend to continue. I feel like her and Thomas are kind of on the outsides of our tribe currently.
And why?
Because I feel that like we have so much positive energy within our group, and like she gives off a lot of positive energy. I'm not saying that, but I feel like she gave off the least, and like she was like criticizing us more than anybody else in the group was. And I don't think, and we need to keep as much positive energy in our group as possible.
Today.
I'm voting for Angel.
Is there a certain reason?
She just, the thing is she knew that she couldn't catch and she didn't volunteer to sit out, but Thomas could and he volunteered, so I feel like it was like a bad move for the team. So I feel good. I'm glad that I have Seth on my team, and I really like Alexis as well. I've kind of like already did a little head nod, little winky wink, so I'm feeling good about that. I feel like experience is definitely on my side at this point, because a lot of these players like don't know what's going on, so they're not even thinking about like strategy or anything. So I feel like that's definitely an advantage. I don't know. I feel good.
Before I read the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Angel. Second vote, Alexis. One vote Alexis, one vote Angel. Next vote, Alexis. 2 votes Alexis, 1 vote Angel. Next vote, Angel. 2 votes Angel, 2 votes Alexis. Next vote, Angel. 3 votes Angel, 2 votes Alexis. Next vote. The person voted out of Survivor Freaky Forest is Angel. I'm sorry, Angel, the champion voted out. Alright, Angel, I'm sorry, but the tribe has spoken. Thank you for playing.